What is going on, beautiful people? Is Lee Hammock, your favorite self-aware narcissist, and welcome to another episode of Self-Aware Narcissist Sundays. I'm back, y'all. Today's episode is going to be about how narcissists, if you want to get better and work on yourself, you have to be able to sit with what you have done, to sit in the shame, to sit with the accountability, to sit with yourself in this space and whatnot. So before we dig into today's episode, y'all, make sure if you haven't, check out my kids book. Remember, It's Not Your Fault. It's on Amazon. It helps kids understand, talk about boundaries, loving yourself, telling them the truth, and not blaming yourself if your parents or your family decides to dissolve. It's not your fault. It's available on Amazon. But yes, y'all. Yep. This is a tough thing. The tough thing for a lot of people to understand, especially if you're a narcissist trying to heal and grow and trying to, actually work on yourself. You notice what I didn't say? If you're just trying to get your family back, that doesn't work. If you're just trying to get your family back together by watching these videos, that doesn't work. Can that be one of your goals? Yes, but it cannot be the main goal. And I'll be real. This is me being realistic with you. That's my perspective. Your main goal cannot be to get your family back, because what happens if your wife doesn't come back, if your husband doesn't come back, if your kids still don't want to talk to you? What happens then? Do you just stop the work because if that's your main goal and it doesn't work, then that means you will stop because you haven't achieved your main goal. You see? That's what I'm saying. You have to make it about you. This is the part this is the part right here. If you're a narcissist, where you allowed to be selfish. This is where selfishness comes in handy. Be selfish with your healing, because it has to be about you. It can't, like I said, I'm not saying that can't be part of the goal. It can be down on the list, but your main goal should be to work on yourself, because working on you allows you to heal. Working on you allows you to grow. Working on you allows you to keep moving forward, whether or not your family or your friends or whoever decide to come back into your life. And one of the things that you have to be able to do is to sit with what you have done. It's just the truth right here, y'all. I know one of the main goals of narcissistic people, right, is to control things, is to avoid shame, right? Sometimes you can't avoid it. You can still try to avoid shame, but you can avoid shame by not doing shameful things. But sometimes when you have already done this shameful thing, you have to stop trying to avoid the shameful thing that you have already done. You have to be able to sit with the accountability of what you have done. Like, damn, I really did do wrong here. So I am in the wrong here. So in order to make this up or be a better person, I need to do something else. I need to sit with this. I'm not just saying sit in a dark room and you're by yourself in the darkness on the couch, like a little ball rolling back and forth, like, shame, come get me. Shame, come get me. Shame, come get me. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, stop doing more shameful things. Stop compounding the shame. Stop running away from it. If you've lost your family or your friends or your kids don't want to talk to you anymore because of the shameful things and the way you've treated them, stop trying to force them to talk to you. Stop trying to replace your ex-husband or your soon-to-be ex-husband or ex-wife so quickly, because that's how you compound it. I've seen that happen before, but people are just like, I miss my wife. But then you go get into another relationship and you haven't healed and you're still missing the person that you were with. So not only are you compounding the shame because you're treating somebody else as just a placeholder, you're not working on you. You're still running from the shame by throwing yourself into something new, by throwing yourself into a new relationship, by doing this and doing that. You have to stop compounding and adding things to it. Sooner or later, it has to come to an end. It has to stop. And you, sounds bad, you have to be the one that stops it. Who else is going to stop it for you? Why would somebody else want to stop it for you? Why would somebody else want to stop that for you? Why would they do that? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Why would somebody else want to stop this for me when I'm the one doing it? When I'm the one doing this to people, when I'm the one hurting people, why would somebody else want to stop that. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, why would somebody else want to do that? You have to be selfish with your healing and sit with what you have done. That's what you have to do. I know people are like, well, Lee, I don't want to sit in it. What if I wasn't completely wrong? What if they really did do something wrong? Okay, yeah, even if they've done something wrong to you, you still have to take accountability for your part in it. I mean, it's not saying they did something wrong to you. Like, if they've cheated on you, that's a whole different thing. If they've lied to you about something minor, if let's say they lied to you about something minor, right? The cheating was a bad example. I'll admit that. There's a bad example. If they cheated on you, then, look. If they lied to you about something minor, what I mean by something minor is that they lied, if they forgot something, right? If they just if they lied to you about where exactly they were, if they said that they were at work when they were actually at their mom's house, and they lied to you because you don't like their mom, and you blow up on them. Think about that right there. I know people having trouble processing it. Well, Lee, they did lie about where they were. Why did they lie about where they were? Because they felt the need to lie to you because they're afraid of what you're going to do to them, and you still did it anyway. They're afraid of your reaction, and you still did it anyway. Oh, you don't like my mom. You don't like my brother. You don't like my best friend. And so I had to lie to you about where I was. And now, like I said, because I'm afraid of your reaction. They haven't done anything wrong to you. You just don't like them because they've tried to hold you accountable. They don't like you because of how you've treated me. So now I had to lie to you about where I was because I know how you react. And you're reacting that way right now. I'm reacting that way because you lied. Think about why people are behaving that way around you. You see right there, you have to take accountability for not making this a safe, comfortable environment for your partner to tell you where they are because they're afraid of your reaction. And if they're out there cheating, that's a whole different thing. Like I said, the situation is dependent. It depends. The situation is truly dependent. If they're cheating or doing something heinous or insidious behind your back, that's a whole different dynamic. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like, why are they cheating on me? Did I do something to push them to somebody else? It's a whole different dynamic. Why are they stealing money and hiding money? Did I say? Ask yourself why and be real with it. You have to take accountability for your part in it, right? You have to take accountability for your part in what's going on and sit in it and be okay. Yes, can two people be wrong in some circumstances? Yes, absolutely, yes. But for you to hammer away at them for being wrong about something, and for you to not focus on your part, you can't heal that way. You have to be able to sit in the shame of the wrongdoings that you have done. That's the hardest thing that I've done on my journey, is had to sit in the shame, because my wife has lied to me about what she is. I'm like, where you go? And she's like, well, I was over my friend's house, but I know you don't like them, so I had to tell you I was picking up the kids from school. I was like, oh my goodness. Was I angry that she lied? Yes, but I had to ask myself, like, why did she lie? I'm making an uncomfortable environment. I'm making her feel unsafe here. I'm making her feel like she doesn't have a place to actually talk about and be free and be open and honest with me. So that's on me. I'm making her I'm creating this environment where she doesn't feel like she can trust me to tell me where she is. I know people will watch that and be like, Lee, you're a simp. You let your wife lie to you. No, I'm asking myself, does she lie about any other things? No, it's just that right there, because I made an environment uncomfortable. I'm taking part of my responsibility and just, hey, look, just talk to me. I go talk to the friends. That's one of the things that I had to do when me and her got out together. I had to talk to all of her friends and family members. Tell them the wrongdoings that I had done. I didn't say nothing that she had done wrong. I took accountability for my actions in the relationship. Why did your wife take you back? Because I talked to every single one of her family members and said, like, you can trust me. I know I've done wrong in the past. I've done this wrong. I've done that wrong. I've done this wrong. I was specific. I was embarrassed telling them that. But I'm saying, like, you can trust her with me because I'm working on me for me. Even if she leaves, I'm not going to treat her badly. She already left, and I didn't treat her badly when she left. That's why she came back. And I apologize to every single person. Every promise I made to her when she came back, I did it. I'll talk to your aunt. I'll talk to your dad. I'll talk to your brother. I'll talk to your friends. And I did that. As a man that's healing and working on himself, I did that. So now we talk about stuff. She tells me where she's at. Now, we both share our locations anyway, but she tells me where she's at. you have to take accountability for what your role in this stuff. You have to take accountability for how people are treating you sometimes, because you might have created this environment for them to treat you this way, for them to behave around you like this. You might have cultivated this environment for this to happen, is what I'm saying. So you have to heal and grow. Like I said, I know I missed a couple of weeks doing this, y'all. If you can't tell, my voice is a little starchy. I had a cold, couldn't do my live show this past week. So I'm thankful to be back on the Self-Aware Sundays. What I want to do is start interviewing people for my Self-Aware Sunday series. So if you're a self-aware narcissist or self-aware borderline or somebody on the cluster B spectrum, cluster A spectrum, whatever, send me an email at dearmentalhealness@gmail.com and just put it in the subject line, Self-Aware Sunday guest, and we'll talk. I'll interview you and we can start doing it like that, y'all. So I want to interview more people to get other people's message out there about your healing, your therapy journey, that type of stuff right there. So that's my goal for this year. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Well, subscribe definitely if you haven't. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video. You are a mental healness rock star, and I appreciate you for being here. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the screen to subscribe to the channel and watch another one of my videos in my playlist. There's also a link available up here for you to purchase my kids' book, Remember It's Not Your Fault, on Amazon. So check that out. Thank you. I will see you in the next video. Peace.